Hey guys, what's going on? Thought I would cover my WINT trade. This was one of my top 3 watches going into today. Um, LEDS, TIGR, and of course WINT were my main 3 watches. Anyway, let's get on to the trade. Um, Came up, spiked above VWAP, kind of set a high around 270. I love this price action here. And then dipped. Um, Came up, set a bottom around this 250. 250 held well. That was a key level for me. Kind of came up, then came back down and set a double bottom. And once this kind of bottomed, I started a position at 249. So that's my 700 shares. Came up, kind of ground up, and it spiked into VWAP and got rejected. I sold 400 shares into this. Probably should have sold around 300. Oh well. Or maybe even 350. Maybe sold half out. But my reason behind that was on these one and done gap and crap setups. Most of the time when they do a good short entry, or I mean, excuse me, a good short entry would be at this view up rejection, and most of the time they just fade all day. This is a biotech as well, so biotechs don't really have a super good history of not gapping and crapping. I mean, like a lot of when you're looking for that gap and crap setup, you're basically looking for biotechs. They have the highest probability according to data that I've tracked. Um, but there are a few exceptions why I would trade a biotech. First off, this is a Friday, excuse me. Um, Low float, 14 million float, and um, this is an infant um respiratory drug. So anything you're dealing with, or anytime you're dealing with pediatrics or children, you get a lot more attention if you're a biotech. So along with cancer, those are the 2 main kind of sectors within biotech that I kind of key on. Anyway, sold 400 in this VWAP projection just as a safety blanket, just in case this thing gets rejected and kind of fades all day. Didn't need to do that, obviously. Hindsight trading, you can see. Um, and I went to put in my order after this trade or after this execution, and I wanted to put in my stop loss again at that low of the day because it was kind of grinding back down. I wanted to get that um, order in there so I would get filled as quick as possible. If it did end up getting or creating that low a day, that was my risk. Was like 1 cent under the low a day. Um, Never hit that. But when I did enter in that order, I got a pop-up box saying that I would be a PDT trader, or pattern day trader, marked as a or flagged as a pattern day trader because I made more than one day trade. I had one day trade left, but to my knowledge, I thought you could either scale in or scale out. I've talked to TD Ameritrade about this before, so I kind of panicked and thought, wow, well, what if this does end up fading all day and it goes to 2 tomorrow? I'm going to be screwed. I'm going to lose a ton of money. So I ended up flattening it just out of pure panic, didn't even think about it. And I made 28 bucks. So just pathetic that I panicked that bad. I mean, I at least should have followed through on my plan. And whatever happens, happens. But I thought, well, if I can't get filled, I'm screwed. So I thought I would try to get filled and see if I could get filled, and then deal with it from there. Ended up getting filled, so made 28 bucks. Um, it ended up working, as you can obviously see. I wouldn't have held till 3-4, but I wanted to sell 200, or I mean, excuse me, 150 into 274 as it broke here, and then the other 150 around this high day. I feel like that was realistic. No way I would have held through this dip and then another second dip rip. Um, Sucks. I was on the right track. Lost out on about another $200. Just sucks. I made like a 1.7% when I could have made 7 to 14%. But whatever. I was on the right track. Just need to not get so flustered in the trade. Like, I mean, last night I was studying and wrote in my notes on my phone. I have my trading lessons slash rules. Number 49 goes, prepare for the emotions your body will undergo before you enter that trade. And I did, and then at the same time I didn't. It's hard to expect that pop-up box coming, and all of a sudden you could be losing 50% on this trade. It's not really expected, which sucks, but whatever. It was on the right track. So, yeah, it's my WINT trade. Again, originally looking for that dip and rip, got it. Perfect double bottom, perfect entry. Nice security sell here, just in case. Probably could have done a little less size on that, but again, that's hide and sight trading. Um, Spiked. Got rejected at the 2-7 level again, which isn't the greatest sign of weakness. Popped. Would have sold the rest of my position into this for about $230, $240, I believe. Sucks. Whatever. Hope you guys get some value out of this. Kind of getting into my mindset. I've been thinking about maybe doing live trading, depending on what's happening, what I'm seeing. If there's a setup that I'm specifically looking for, I might just record it and then get that live trading in, sort of. Um, Let me know if you want to see that. It's not like anybody watches my videos anyway, but I'll probably end up doing that anyway. Um, yeah. Well, thanks for watching. Hope you get some value out of this. I got some value out of this again. Kind of mastering that dip and rip. And this is a good step towards it. Thanks guys for watching. See ya.